Meine sehr geehrten Damen und Herren, zum vorletzten Mal die WM-Finale.
One, two. Okay. Welcome back to the Stadthalle in Vienna, Austria, and the opening fanfares. The two teams, Canada and Czechoslovakia, lined up at their respective blue lines, and we're anxiously awaiting the start of this game. Referee for the game will be Stig Kарлsson of Sweden, and the two linesmen will be Kaisla of Finland and Westreicher of Austria. This is World Championship Hockey on CTV.
Im Tor der Tschechoslowakei sehen wir mit der Nummer 1 Churila. Im Tor der Kanadier mit der Nummer 35 Т.Эспозито.
Canada and Czechoslovakia. Vladimir Zarilla in goal for Czechoslovakia. And the goaltender for Canada will be Т.Эспозито. He has one shutout in the championship so far. That was a 7-0 victory over Sweden. Canada into this game with 11 points. Czechoslovakia, the overall leader, with 15. And Czechoslovakia, with a victory today, could win the World Hockey Championship. But Canada still very much in the hunt for a bronze medal. Plays underway, and Р.Хэмптон has the puck on right wing side. Clears it in front. Here's a chance for Canada, but it's broken up. Taken back at center by Hэмптон. And a pass on the left side is deflected in by Al McAdam. Pospisil tries to bring it out for Czechoslovakia. The puck is dropped back. Knocked down by Hэмптон. Hэмптon has it bounce off his skate. Martinez almost broke loose, but Hэмптon brings it back in for Canada. Into the Czechoslovakian corner, drops it in front, but Novi intercepted the pass. Pospisil, a lead pass for Martinez, down left wing side, his shot, and Т.Эспозито makes the save. Canada coming back with Д.Смит up the left wing side, over to McAdam. McAdam had trouble with it, and it's the Czechoslovakian team with Ä.Berman bringing it back in. Ä.Berman moving in front of the goal, and Ä.Spozito deflects that into the corner. Ä.Berman and Hэмптон collide, and they hold it for a whistle. Tom?
Well, very early we see what the Czechoslovakian team likes to do, especially this line of Novi, Martinez, and Ä.Berman. Like the Soviets, they like to get moving quickly from their own zone, and both Martinez and Novi are very quick skaters. They got the puck fast out of their zone and created an opportunity, but this is what they like to do, break fast from their own end.
We've played 58 seconds in the opening period. There's no score. K.Vadne in behind his own goal for Canada. Watched on the play by I.Glинka, gets by him and takes it up the right wing side, and the pass just failed to click. And behind his own goal goes number 17, Keuchel, up the left wing side. Bubla is dumped in front of the net. Puck is at center ice. Pronovo has it for Canada. Drops it back to F.Rasselл. Over to Vadne on the far side. Tries to feed it to McKechnie. It goes into the Czechoslovakian zone, and it's icing against Canada. Karl Gut, the head coach of Czechoslovakia. He played in 114 international games as a player. And, of course, Czechoslovakia, the reigning world champions, having won the championship last year in Poland. A minute and 29 seconds have been played in the opening period. There's no score. Czechoslovakia in the dark red and Canada in white. Т.Эспозито in goal for Canada. The face-off to his left. McKechnie into the face-off position with I.Glинka. They didn't do it fairly, so they'll drop the puck again. The linesman is Weisstreicher of Austria, number 12. Back to the line. Here's a chance for Bubla. Clears it over. A pass in front. Novak let it go, but it's broken up by Kva.Dne, and Pronovo feeds it to Merrick. Merrick in over the Czechoslovakian line. Can't get a shot away. Goes after the puck. Gets a shot from the side, and that's covered up by Vladimir Zurilla, the 35-year-old veteran.
Well, Wayne Merrick has had to play normally as center, but he's playing on the wing. Guy Charon is a surprise, not a starter, but he's dressed today for Team Canada. He's on the bench not wearing his helmet, and he's likely not to see very much action. But with Eric Vale out and Guy Charon out, Coach Wilson is forced to change his lines here, moving Wayne Merrick to the wing.
Ronnie Ellis goes after the loose puck, but is brought back by Marian Stastny, coming up with Peter Stastny on the right side. Marian Stastny took a shot. It was knocked down by Dennis Kearns. It hit the official. Puck comes in front. Czechoslovakian player is spun around, and the Canadian player is dumped. Phil Esposito has the puck as Tony heads to the bench, and there's a delayed penalty coming up to Czechoslovakia. Canada with the extra attacker out there, but the puck is touched by Peter Stastny, and a penalty coming up to Czechoslovakia. From Vienna, this is World Championship Hockey.
Für die Nummer 23 der Tschechoslowakei, Pusar gegen Items. Coming in penalty, number 23, Pusar of Czechoslovakia for holding.
Canada on the power play. The puck in the Czechoslovakian zone, but cleared out by Pospisil down the ice. Goes in behind the Team Canada goal. The Czechoslovakian player was dumped inside the line and getting up slowly, and there's an interference call on that play. There was a penalty just prior to our commercial break. Pozar for hooking at 2:15. He's in the penalty box, and now he's joined by Г.Смит. That nullifies the power play opportunity for Canada. So both teams are a man short. A minute 43 seconds remaining in Pozar's penalty. And now Г.Смит is in the penalty box as Milan Novi, number 6, and Phil Esposito are set for the draw. Novi drops it back to the captain of the Czechoslovakian, Spisil. He wears sweater number 7, turning inside his own line, watched by Esposito. Gets the puck over. No score here in the opening period. The puck is cleared into the Canadian zone. Mikosh goes in after it. Puck is held against the boards but knocked loose, but the official, Stig Kарлsson, blows it dead.
Well, here we have Mikoch holding his head. He went into the boards with the Canadian defenseman. Actually, it was a very innocent check, and I think he's looking to try and draw a penalty or get some sympathy from the official because it was very innocent. And the official, Stig Kарлsson, and it's characteristic of the European officials, when the puck does go in the corner, trying to avoid any trouble or someone coming in late for the check, they blow it down rather quickly.
We played 2 minutes and 52 seconds in the opening period. Czechoslovakia, with a victory today, would win the World Hockey Championship. Canada needs a victory to stay in the hunt for a bronze medal.
Actually, Czechoslovakia has already been named the European champions for 1977. They have the arrangement here in the World Championship that in the games between the European teams, excluding the teams from North America, the team who is on top in those games is defined as the European champion for that year.
Yuri Holik, number 20 at center for Czechoslovakia. Both teams are a man short. Pozar has a minute 23 remaining, and Г.Смит a minute and 40. Puck is cleared outside the line, and the Czechoslovakian team forced to regroup as I.Glинka goes right back in behind his own goal. Hlinka pass on the left side. Coming up is Hollick in over the line. And the pass just failed to click. Hollick dumps it in front. Here's a chance for Bubla. Over on this side, the shot, and that just missed the open corner as Hlinka let it go. Canadians trying to get the puck held against the boards. Pronovo dropped it back. Bill Russell will try on the left wing side. Clears it to his own blue line. Circling around is Walt McKechnie, number 11. McKechnie to Phil Esposito. And it's an offside pass.
Here we see Walt McKechnie, and he is playing more in this hockey game. Johnny Wilson going with only 3 centers, and so he's taking a regular shift. And Wayne Merrick, as we mentioned before, has been moved to the wing on this line because Team Canada being short the 2 left wingers.
Walt McKechnie tells us that he's certainly proud to be one of some 20 hockey players representing the 25 million Canadians. And the Canadian team, although only 11 points in the tournament, they're hoping to win this game today against Czechoslovakia and finish in the medals. The last meeting between these 2 teams was a 3-3 tie. 2 players collide inside the Czechoslovakian line. Esposito in the corner with Peter Stastny fighting for the puck. Comes around, Marian Stastny's on the right wing side. Number 5 is Halupa. He falls but gives the puck, and Stastny brings it out. Up on the right wing side, going over the line was number 26, Stastny, Peter, but he couldn't handle the pass. Dallas Smith has it in behind his own goal for Canada, coming up the middle. Brings it to center ice. Czechoslovakia is back at full strength. Canada man short. Ron Ellis runs into Czechoslovakian player. Phil Esposito comes up with the puck. Watched by Peter Stastny and Pospisil. Gets it back to Hampton. His shot and hit a defenseman and goes back into the Canadian zone. A race for it. Marian Stastny at the side. Canada's at full strength. Here's a shot. And that just went wide as Kozar let it go. And the puck comes right back to the Czechoslovakian line. And in behind the goal goes Pospisil. A pass in front to Halupa. Marian Stastny clears it on the left wing side. Going over the line. Kozar to Marian Stastny. And Tony Esposito stopped that. Pass on the far side to Ronnie Ellis. Ellis going in with Klassen and Pierre LaRouche. LaRouche shot it in. And Kozar in behind his own goal. Dumps it out to center ice. Bill Russell over to LaRouche. LaRouche lost it to Milan Novi. Novi, number 6, to Pospisil. It bounces off his stick. Gets the puck again, that is checked. In behind the net, a pass in front. And U.Päyman just failed to get his stick on that one. Another pass to McAdam, and it bounces in to score! But no goal. Kарлsson says no goal. It was directed into the net.
Well, here we have the replay, and Kарлsson has ruled that it's no goal. U.Päyman going into the corner to gain possession. Eberman going to check him. The puck comes across. The referee has ruled that it hit the Team Canada, the offensive man in front of the net, his foot, and was kicked in. It's very doubtful that that would be the case. It did hit his foot. It looks like it hit his foot, but whether or not he deliberately directed it in is another question. And the ruling being that it must be directed in. If it is directed in, here we see it again. U.Päyman in the corner. Throws it across. Was that deflected in, or did it hit his skate and simply bounce in? If the referee rules that he deliberately tried to deflect the puck in, then it is no goal, and he ruled that it was no goal. If it simply hits his skate and goes in, then it should be counted as a goal, but the referee has said otherwise.
Well, the player in front was Al McAdam, and as you saw in the replay, his right leg did move towards the goal, but whether he kicked it in or it just bounced off, well, the referee said he kicked it in and there's no goal. A scoreless tie here in the opening period. A 2-line pass offside, and it comes back inside the line. From Vienna, this is World Championship Hockey. We played 5 minutes and 45 seconds in the opening period. There's no score. Both teams are at full strength. F.Rasselл has the puck at center. Clears it into the corner. Pronovo goes in after it. Behind the net to Merrick. Merrick passes it in front. It stopped. Here's a chance for Kva.Vne. His weak shot to rebound the score. Merrick in front. Merrick sends it in past Gorilla, and Canada goes in front 1-0.
While Wayne Merrick is off the side of the net, here we see Kva.Vne moving right into the point. Has control of the puck, shoots. Merrick takes his time off the side, puts the backhander under Zorilla. But Kva.Vne made a good move to move into the point. Here we see Kva.Vne again, controlling it, shooting it. The Czechoslovakian defenders have moved out a little quickly. Takes his time. Backhand slips it by. Glove side underneath Zorilla.
6:03 is the time of the first goal of the game. Wayne Merrick from Russell and Kva.Vne. Russell and Kva.Vne get assists. Halupa pass on the far side. Canada leads 1-0. Czechoslovakia bringing it back in. Both teams at full strength. Pozar, his backhander, is knocked down by Kerns. Kerns in behind his own goal to Ä.Esposito. Watched by Peter Stastny. Gets away from him. Comes out to center. He has Placid on the left side. Halupa goes into the corner after the puck. For Czechoslovakia to Marian Stastny. Placid, though, gets it. Pass in front to Ellis. Bounces off his stick. And leading it back out is Pozar to Marian Stastny. Stastny tries to return the pass. Pozar's caught inside the line. And the puck is knocked back to the Czechoslovakian defenseman, then over to Peter Stastny. Stastny drops it back to Halupa, number 5. 1-0. Canada leading as Claxton steals the puck on right wing, but Halupa checks him. Alice goes in, gives Halupa an elbow. And they hold it long enough for a whistle.
Well, we had the masseur, too, of the Czechoslovakian team reaching over to try and... There we have Ť.Éspozito going over to after the masseur, but the masseur, who was on the bench for the Czechoslovakian team, grabbed Ron Ellis, and then Ť.Éspozito, going off the ice, went over and just gave a little shot to the masseur, but he had no business grabbing Ellis, who had come in at the check against the boards.
7 minutes and 1 second have been played in the opening period. Canada on a goal by Merrick, leading 1-0. Pospisil slaps the puck out to center. Stopped there by Hampton. Cleared it right to Pospisil, and he backhands it. Puck is loose at center. Finally jumped into Mikosh. Czechoslovakian on the attack. Up on the far wing side, over the line, Eberman tries to clear it in front. It stopped, and Canada comes back again. P.Larush couldn't handle the puck. Hampton goes back in, leaves it there for Д.Смит. Д.Смит bringing it out. Over to McAdam. He deflects it into the corner, goes after the puck, along with Eberman, number 25, but Pospisil's up with it to Milan Novi. Novi leading an attack for Czechoslovakia. To the Canadian line, McAdam ties him up. Martinet's shot is stopped by Tony Ä.Esposito and brought back by Д.Смит. Out at center, McAdam right on goal, and it's stopped by Zorilla, with Pospisil coming back. We played exactly 8 minutes in the opening period. Canada 1 and Czechoslovakia 0. Gollik on the left side. Pospisil was taken out of the play. Puck cleared to an open wing. And Д.Смит's weak shot. Can't get it out. That shot taken by Novak goes wide, and Kva.Vne backhands it to Merrick. Merrick had trouble with it. Kva.Vne goes after it, but Gollik took it away from him, and Keuchel has it. Keuchel to Bubla, number 19. Lead pass for Hlinka to the Canadian line, checked by Russell. And here's Canada coming back in with Pronovo. Can't get a shot away, then gets one. It's stopped by Zorilla without any trouble at all. Keuchel to number 11. That's Novak. He can't handle it. And McKechnie has it for Canada at center. Going in with Pronovo. Merrick on the left. The pass taken by Russell. Right in on goal. Shot. And it's stopped by Zorilla at the line. And the net comes off the peg. The Canadian players thought they had scored, but the referee right there says no goal.
Well, here we have the nice pass by McKechnie. He gets it over the line, just slips it into Russell. Russell breaks between the two Czechoslovakian defenders, the winger coming back and the defenseman. Moves it to the side, tries to jam it right underneath. Here he's moving it to the side. Jams the puck. Cyrilla moving back into the net, trying to keep control of the puck. There we see it still underneath him. Cyrilla grabbing the puck as Russell pushes, and the net, of course, goes off its bearings. They're only held down here by 3 small pegs, and that happens quite frequently.
As we played exactly 9 minutes in the opening period, here's a pass in front to Klassen, back to Г.Смит. Smith gets a shot. It's deflected high right to Cyrilla, and we'll have another face-off coming up. From Vienna, this is World Championship Hockey. Nine minutes and 10 seconds have been played in the opening period. Canada 1 and Czechoslovakia nothing. Both teams are at full strength. The pass on the right side to Stastny. Takes it up to the Canadian line and over. Going in with Marian Stastny in front. Peter Stastny, number 26, his shot. And that deflected off Г.Смит, and Canada clears it out to center ice. Marian Stastny going in a game with Peter. Marian has the puck, backhands it in front. It's back to the line. And that shot right in front. And Dennis Kearns took the puck before the Czechoslovakian player could get a shot. Ť.Éspozito behind his own goal, off the boards to Klassen. And he just deflects the puck out to center. It's stolen by Ť.Éspozito, right in on goal. His shot, he scores! Ť.Éspozito.
Well, Ť.Éspozito just took the puck right off of Dvorak's stick. Here we have a scuffle over in front of the Czechoslovakian bench. All the Team Canada players are out, but here's the slow motion again. Dvorak diving. Ť.Éspozito took it off him, just moves to the side and slips the puck under Cyrilla's legs, or between his legs, as he's moving, trying to prevent him from drawing him out of the net. But Ť.Éspozito was very alert, just jumped right in and took the puck away from Dvorak. Here we have a little bit of the scuffle. Here's the second slow motion shot. There we have Dvorak trying to make the pass, diving again after he can't complete it. Ť.Éspozito in, puts it right underneath Cyrilla between his legs.
And for Ť.Éspozito, his 6th goal of the championships, and a portion of the Canadian delegation on hand. And they're happy with that goal, no doubt, as Canada goes in front 2-0. You know, just as Air Canada is able to accommodate Team Canada and its members from all across the country, they are able to move groups on tours to and from Europe very efficiently. And talking to many of the Canadian fans here, they certainly enjoyed their trip over to Vienna. Eberman has the puck on left wing. Coming up to the Canadian line, gets by Hampton, right in on goal, and Ť.Éspozito stops that. Puck held against the boards. Hampton kicks it loose and fires it around on this side. Canadian player tries to get it out. Novi stops it in front. Martinez gets a bouncing shot, and that's stopped by Ť.Éspozito. Canada 2, Czechoslovakia nothing. Mikosh gets a shot. That bounces off Dallas Smith. Novi has it behind the net to Eberman. Back to Novi. Here's Pospisil, and Ť.Éspozito covers up and holds on.
Well, we'd have to say that that's probably the best opportunity the Czechoslovakian team has had to date. Team Canada looks as if they're playing perhaps their best hockey game of the series.
From Vienna, this is World Championship Hockey. Canada picked up a penalty on that last play. Р.Хэмптон for slashing at 10 minutes and 30 seconds. So Czechoslovakia has their power play unit out there. The puck back in their zone. Hlinka, number 21, fires it around the boards to Bubla. Another penalty coming up to Canada as the Czechoslovakian player was dumped, and that's Hlinka with the puck now. A delayed call coming up Another penalty to Canada. Hlinka drops it back. Zorilla heads to the bench, and Czechoslovakia has an extra attacker. Puck taken by Holly. Up on the left wing side, the puck cleared in, stopped by Russell, and he bats it down, and the possession nullifies the play, and a penalty coming up to Canada.
Well, actually, I think you have to question the Czechoslovakian strategy. They're getting their goaltender out when they already have the man advantage. Some people would feel it would be more important to give the puck to the team who has the second penalty so that they can have the man advantage of two men for longer. But here's McKechnie going off, picking up a cross-checking penalty, and Czechoslovakia is going to have a two-man advantage.
Walt McKechnie in the penalty box for Canada. 2 men short at this point in the hockey game. And Canada leads by a score of 2-0 on goals by Merrick and Esposito. Face-off directly in front of Tony side the line, taken by Phil Esposito from the draw. Has possession of it. Greg Smith and Dennis Kearns also out there to kill off the penalty as Esposito fires it down the ice. Bubla behind the Czechoslovakian goal, lifted there for Peter Stastny. He brings it out as Marian Stastny on the right side goes over the Canadian line, is dumped, puck comes in front and then cleared out to the Czechoslovakian zone. Almost another Canadian penalty there, but the referee waved it off. Canada a man short, or 2 men short. Marian Stastny brings it back out over on the left side, and that shot goes wide of the Canadian goal. Peter Stastny in after it. Drops it back to the line to Hlinka. Getting set in front. Here's Marian Stastny, and Esposito directed that into the corner. 8 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the opening period. Here's Hlinka with the puck. Czechoslovakian shot, and that's deflected wide as that was taken by Bubla. Bubla goes after it, but it was cleared down the ice by Esposito. Back for it is Bozar, number 23. 17 seconds remaining in the first Canadian penalty to Hampton. And that's stopped by K.Vladne, and the Czechoslovakians forced to regroup. Marian Stastny then backhands it in. It hit F.Rasselл. Comes back to Hlinka. His shot, and Esposito stops that. Canada with Hampton stepping on the ice, now just 1 man short. Marian Stastny is driven into the boards. Hampton tries to get the puck loose, takes an elbow, and the players start to mix it up.
Well, here we have a hassle in front of the penalty box. It doesn't look all that serious. Everybody with their sticks up. Hampton came out of the box for Team Canada only to go 1 man short. Walt McKechnie still in the box. He's sitting down now, taking a little easy in the box. There's still Esposito saying, take it easy now, Walter. Just sit down there. But there was a little bit of a hassle in front, but nothing developed from it.
Walt McKechnie of the Detroit Red Wings going into this game had 20 minutes in penalties in the World Championships. He has yet to score a goal. He has 6 assists, and he's a little upset there in the box. He has 22 seconds remaining in his penalty. Canada 2 and Czechoslovakia nothing. With 7 minutes, 18 seconds remaining in the opening period. Glasson will take this face-off. He has Russell, Vadnais out there as well to kill off the penalty along with Ron Ellis. Vadnais behind the goal, watched by Novi, got it out, hit the official, and came back in offside. Reminder, the telecast of this game is presented solely for the interest of our viewers under copyright of Arthur Harnett Enterprises Limited. Any use of this telecast without express written consent is strictly prohibited. Puck cleared back into the Czechoslovakian zone with 8 seconds remaining in McKechnie's penalty. Mikosh brings it out. Number 4 coming up the middle. As Novi and Martinez takes a long shot at the line, and Vadnais stops back. As Canada returns to full strength, they successfully kill off the 2-man disadvantage. Mikosh back inside his own line for Czechoslovakia, watched by McKechnie. And Novi is in to cover up and brings it back out for the Czechs. Up on the right wing side, Milan Novi to the line and over, spun around, the puck's loose in front, and the Czechoslovakian player Eberman could not get a shot. McAdam then just dumps it into the Czechoslovakian corner. Pierre LaRouche and Pospisil in after it, and Novi takes the pass and comes back for Czechoslovakia. to the Canadian line. Martinez breaks for the goal. Novi backhands it to Eberman. Eberman in front. Comes back to the line. Here's a shot from Mikosh. And Tony Ä stopped that, but he didn't see it. Payman clears it out on the left side to McAdam. Going over the line with LaRouche. Dumps it in, but Pospisil fires it out. Novi takes a long shot, and that misses the Canadian goal with 5 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the opening period. Canada 2 and Czechoslovakia nothing. Number 17 is Keuchel inside his own line. Both teams are at full strength. Now Hlinka winds up, drops it in, and the Czechoslovakian team with Bubla on the right side taking the pass, fires it into the corner. Going in after it is Hollick in behind the goal, but he's beaten to the puck, but it comes back to Bubla, and his shot is way off the mark. McKechnie out to center to Merrick, knocked down by Stastny, and he gives it to Bubla. Bubla coming back for Czechoslovakia to Hlinka. At center ice, Hollick circling around his own line, being watched by Merrick with 5 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the opening period. Bubla to Hlinka. Big centerman winds up, gives the puck to Novak. In over the line, that shot by Keuchel is deflected off the target there by Tony Ä. Hollick tries to set it up again. Keuchel races in after it. Beaten to the puck by K.Vardne, and the Czechoslovakian team with Bubla inside his own line. They come back again. Hollick goes in behind his own goal. Watched there by Pronovo. Gets by Pronovo. Pass to Bubla on the right side. Bubla fired it right to Phil Esposito. Esposito then backhands it to Klassen over the line. Overskates the puck. And Czechoslovakia brings it back out with Marian Stastny. He had trouble with it. Russell got it momentarily. Then Peter Stastny checks Esposito. Fight for the puck. Russell and Stastny go in after it. And they fall on the puck and get a whistle. From Vienna, this is World Championship Hockey. Welcome back to the Stadthalle in Vienna. Bernie Pascal, Tom Watt, Johnny Esau, and Bill Stevenson. Canada 2 and Czechoslovakia nothing. With 4 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the opening period. Phil Esposito, number 77, has the puck for Canada. Drops it back to Greg Smith, back to Esposito, and it's knocked off his stick. Kearns in front of his own goal, brings it back for the Canadian team to Ron Ellis. He had trouble with it. And it's taken by Marian Stastny right to Greg Smith. Smith then clears it out for Esposito. He couldn't reach it. A race for it. Going after it is Klassen. But he was beaten to the play by Halupa, number 5. Now Marian Stastny will try on the right side, bringing it back to the Canadian line. Russell ran into Peter Stastny. The puck goes into the corner. Here's a chance for Marian Stastny. Drops it back. Halupa gets set. His shot. And Tony Esposito smothers that.
Well, Tony Esposito's been very steady this afternoon. He's made the good stops. He hasn't had all that much work. I believe the Czechoslovakian team is becoming a little frustrated. Team Canada is doing very well what a lot of the European teams have done previously to Team Canada. That is, they've stayed with them. They haven't let them loose. They've frustrated them a little bit. And I think I see Czechoslovakia becoming a little frustrated this afternoon because of Team Canada's close check.
You know, the pregame strategy, you see players reading papers, pacing around the lobby. Tony Esposito, prior to a recent game here, was found in the park doing crossword puzzles. That's how he psychs himself up and gets ready for a game, and he's looked sharp in this game today. With 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining, a pass in front. Martinez is robbed by Esposito. And Hampton goes after the loose puck. Hampton tries to get it out. Helped there by Payman around the boards to Dallas Smith. Smith gives it to McAdam. Al McAdam, number 25, brings it out. To the Czechoslovakian line is knocked off stride by Pospisil. Paymont goes after the puck. His weak shot is stopped there by Mikosh. Czechoslovakia's Martinez bringing it back in with Novi. Martinez a pass. There's a shot, and that missed the net. As Canada comes back again, McAdam on the left side, a long pass, brought over the line by U.Pэйман, but he couldn't get a shot away. U.Pэйman in front to McAdam, and he's dumped by Pospisil as he got a shot off the mark. Pospisil clears it down the ice. Martinez races after it, over the line, offside, with 2 minutes and 26 seconds remaining.
Well, they're end-to-end. It's going from one end to the other end to the other end. A very fast hockey game at this point. Lots of opportunities for both hockey clubs.
Capacity crowd on hand here at the Stadthalle for this game. And top tickets for this contest were being sold for 450 shillings, and that's almost $30 per ticket. The cheapest seat in the neighborhood of $8. Canada 2, Czechoslovakia nothing. Merrick and Esposito have been the goal scorers. Merrick at 6:03, Esposito at 9:55. Bubla behind his own goal for Czechoslovakia. Vladimir Zarilla is in goal for this game. He's played most of the games for Czechoslovakia. Tony Esposito in goal. Here's a shot, and that just sailed by the Canadian net. Comes back to the line. Bubla tries to keep it in, but it's knocked out to center. Hollick. Both teams are at full strength. The puck brought in. Keuchel gets to the line, stopped by Kva.Dne. Now I.Glинka has it for Czechoslovakia. Back to Bubla. 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining. Puck cleared in. Russell goes in after the puck into the corner. Spins the Czechoslovakian player I.Glинka around and comes up with the puck. Merrick out to Jean Pronovo. Pronovo fires the shot. Hit on goal. Going back in after it is Bubla. Watched by McKechnie. Hollick has it. And Hollick brings it back out. That's intercepted by Wayne Merrick. Over on the far side, number 20 goes after it. Hollick to Bubla. 1 minute and 18 seconds remaining in the opening period. Bubla has the puck. Fires it in. Knocked down by Kva.Dne. Kva.Dne with Phil Esposito sends a high shot to Zarilla. He gloved it and dropped it to the side, and Czechoslovakia brings it back in the game. Dennis Kearns to Smith. Greg Smith, number 3, up the middle for Canada to the Czechoslovakian line. He's spun around, and Peter Stastny brings it back. Stastny over the line, his long shot, and that missed the Canadian goal. Bozar is taken out of the play. Phil Esposito goes after the puck, gives it to Kearns. Kearns up on the right side for Ellis. Ellis to Ralph Klassen, number 14. And he fired it in front. Bozar intercepted it, but it's brought in offside by Ronnie Ellis. Czechoslovakia going into this game with 15 points, and they're the point leader in the World Hockey Championships. And with a victory today, Czechoslovakia would win the gold medal. Later today, Sweden plays the Soviets. So if Czechoslovakia lost today and the Soviets won, the Soviet Union would win the gold medal. And Canada is still battling for a bronze with Sweden.
Well, there we see Phil Esposito, and he's played a very, very good hockey game in this first period today. He's killed penalties well, especially when Canada was 2 men short. He's controlled the puck from the draw, and he stole the puck from Dvorak for the second Team Canada goal.
27 seconds remaining in the opening period. Mikosh has the puck, number 4. Up on the far side goes Pospisil to the Canadian line and over. Dumps it in front, intended for Eberman, but Klassen broke that up. 12 seconds remaining. Puck brought in by Pospisil over the Canadian line, drops it back. Here's a chance, and the shot by Eberman is deflected wide. Martinez at the side, and he's spun around as the puck is taken by Greg Smith as the horn goes to end the opening period of play. And Canada on goals by Merrick and Esposito, leading 2-0. 14 shots by Czechoslovakia, 7 by Canada. World Hockey Championships on CTV.
You guys head back tomorrow or Tuesday?
Tomorrow morning. I'm going to take a few days off.
I think they have them frustrated to the point that Czechoslovakia are doing things they don't like to do. And I think we're certainly full value for the 2-0 margin.
Canada went ahead at 6:03 of the opening period on a goal by Wayne Merrick, his 4th goal of the championship. But the disallowed goal by Al McAdam.
Yes, well, actually, we had scored a goal before, but the official ruled that McAdam had deflected the puck, deliberately tried to kick the puck in. Here comes the pass across from Payman. Here we see McAdam's right foot move ahead, make contact with the puck, and shove it underneath Zurilla. Now, if the referee rules that it was deliberately kicked in, then it is no goal. But whether that did just hit his skate or whether it was deliberately kicked in, that's the question.
This is the go-ahead goal, the opening goal scored by Wayne Merrick, number 12.
Canada controls the puck, and Kva.Dne makes a good move here, moving inside the blue line to keep the puck in. Wayne Merrick standing just outside the side of the net, slips the backhand under Zurilla. But the move was really made by Kva.Dne, who, when the Czechoslovakian team were moving out a little too quickly, here he is moving in, getting control of the puck, pushing it by. 2 Czechoslovakian defenders have moved out fast. Merrick shoves the puck underneath Zurilla on his backhand.
I was impressed with the play of F.Esposito in that opening period. Not only did he kill penalties successfully, but he also scored a goal as he stole the puck here and moves in and sends the backhander past Zurilla.
Well, Dvorak tried to make the pass quickly, and F.Esposito, as he can do, one of his best skills is his anticipation. And he anticipated the pass that Dvorak was trying to send ahead, stopped the pass. Here's Dvorak trying to put it. There's F.Esposito jumping between. Dvorak dives. Esposito moves to the side, tucks the puck right underneath Zurilla between his legs into the net for Canada to go ahead 2-0.
And for F.Esposito, that was his 6th goal of the championship. He has 3 assists so far. One of the popular items here in Vienna is the F.Esposito T-shirts, and you see many youngsters buying them at the hockey games. They have T-shirts for the World Hockey Championships, but also a F.Esposito T-shirt, and they've become rather popular of late.
Well, I think F.Esposito is certainly, and I guess it stems from 1972 and the Soviet-Canada series, but F.Esposito is a very popular Canadian here in Vienna.
Ready to start the second period. It's underway, and Pospisil goes back in behind his own goal for the puck, number 7. He's the captain of Czechoslovakia. Д.Смит gets a shot, and that's deflected wide, kept in at the line. Payman, number 9, gets a bouncing drive in front. Zurilla stops that. Had a little trouble with it. Pospisil to Eberman. Eberman to М.Новы. Going up with Martinez. Fires it back in front. Novy goes after it. Had his stick tied up there. Couldn't get possession of the puck. And Canada brings it back out with Payman. Payman's long pass goes right into the Czechoslovakian zone. And is icing there against Team Canada. And today, the 8th of May, is Mother's Day. And we wish all mothers watching the telecast today a happy Mother's Day and hope you have a very enjoyable day. And the Kinsman Clubs of Thunder Bay and District are conducting an 8-hour telethon today in aid of cystic fibrosis research. We hope the fans in the Thunder Bay area will give the telethon their support. It'll be aired on the CTV affiliate, CHFD, in Thunder Bay today. 38 seconds have been played in the second period. Canada 2 and Czechoslovakia nothing, and they'll take the face-off for the 3rd time.
Well, here's Wayne Merrick. He's talking to the official, getting into the circle rather quickly, trying to gain possession of the puck.
F.Rasselл in behind his own goal for Canada, off the boards. Gets the puck again to Walt McKechnie. McKechnie was checked by Keuchel. And Czechoslovakia has possession. Hlinka drops it back to number 20. That's Yuri Holek. Holek at center ice, fires it over on the right side. There's a shot from the line, and that was stopped in front. Hlinka set up in front, can't get a shot away as Kva.Dne takes the puck and clears it down the ice. Keuchel goes racing after it. No icing. Keuchel takes the puck around the boards, On the far side for Wlukac, number 16. He gives it over to number 17, Keuchel. Keuchel to Hlinka. Hlinka just drops it back into Holick. Bubla will try now. Bubla clears it to Hlinka at center, going over the line, drops it back. Kept in at the blue line by Holick. He's checked, and Canada's F.Rasselл brings it up. Russell coming back up to center ice. Over the Czechoslovakian line, and had the puck knocked off his stick. Merrick collides with Keuchel, and they hold it for a whistle.
Well, there we see Keuchel tying up the puck, and one thing the European teams, when they realize they're in the middle of the change, they either ice the puck or they deliberately shoot it over the boards or deliberately try to hold it against the edge of the cushion, but they don't make any bones about it. They deliberately try to get face-offs when they want to change.
1 minute and 49 seconds remaining. Ellis have been played in the second period. Ellis got a weak shot away. Another shot from the side. Zorilla stopped that. Stastny off the boards. Canada 2, Czechoslovakia nothing. Halupa's long pass is knocked down by Д.Кернс right to Tony Т.Эспозито, and Greg Smith has it. Canada coming back. Puck taken by П.Эспозито. Is bumped there by Kaiberol. Gets the puck to Д.Кернс. Kerns to Smith. Smith to П.Эспозито. It's stopped by Stastny. It's past to Marian Stastny, and he clears it into the corner. Peter Stastny goes in after it. Marian gets it back to the blue line. Setting up is Halupa. His shot. And that's kicked out by Tony Т.Эспозито. At center is Classic. Over to Ellis. Ellis drops it back to Т.Эспозито. And he's checked by Peter Stastny and goes sprawling into the boards. Peter Stastny then stopped by Т.Эспозито. Т.Эспозito in the corner. Right in front to Ellis, and he can't get his stick on it. Kozar round his own goal as Ellis took a swing at Halupa. Marian Stastny brings the puck down. Checked by Д.Кернс into the corner. Kerns ties him up. Т.Эспозito off the boards to McAdam. Comes back in front. And Kozar almost got a shot away, but it was broken up by Canada. And Greg Smith clears it down. And it's icing against Canada. With Canada leading 2-0 from Vienna. This is World Championship Hockey. We played 3 minutes and 17 seconds in the second period. From the face-off, Novi and П.Ларуш both fall. And the puck goes to Dallas Smith. Smith to McAdam off the boards. He's checked there by Mikosh, number 4. Hampton up on the right side for U.Pэйман. Too far for him. And again, the Canadians are called for icing.
One thing Canada's doing very well, and here we see U.Pэйman with Eberman. One of the things that Canada's been doing, our wingers have been staying very, very close to the Czechoslovakian forwards, discouraging them a little bit, right in tight to them, not giving them the room to get that long breakaway pass.
Referee for today's game is Stig Kарлsson of Sweden. Puck taken by Novi. Going in with Eberman. Drops it back. Pospišil's shot is stopped by Dallas Smith. Another shot. And that's broken up by Al McAdam. Pospišil to Novi. Novi then fires it back in. Mikosh, number 4, comes around the boards to Pospišil. We've reached the 4-minute mark in the second period. Eberman is spun around, the puck in front. McAdam tries to get it to U.Pэйmан. They do, and it's fired over the top of the net. And Mikosh collides with the net and knocks it off the face.
Well, the Team Canada members, there's LaRouche and U.Pэйman, are claiming that Mikosh deliberately knocked the net off the moorings, and it did look that way. Here we see the puck going loose in front of the Czechoslovakian net. U.Pэйman shoving it over to LaRouche. There we see Mikosh come right in, and that's a penalty for deliberately knocking the net off its moorings. And that's what Team Canada's claiming, that they should have the 2-minute advantage for Mikosh knocking the net away. They call that delaying the game here.
Well, the referee, Stig Kарлsson, obviously saw it differently, and there's no penalty. Both teams at full strength. And Canada leading by a score of 2-0. We played 4 minutes and 11 seconds. And they'll take the face-off over again. Czechoslovakia, with a victory today, would win the gold medal. They are in first place with 15 points. The Soviets are second with 14. Into the corner, going after it is Pronovo with number 17, Keuchel. McKechnie gets the puck, drops it into the corner to Merrick. McKechnie's shot is stopped by Zarilla. Halinka has a penalty coming up to Canada. Delayed call, brought over the line. Here's Wlukac. He stops, gets it over to Hollick. Zarilla heads to the bench. A Team Canada penalty coming up as Hollick has the puck at center. Keuchel, number 17, drops it to Halinka. Delayed penalty coming up to Canada. Czechoslovakia with the extra attacker. Puck is taken by Halinka. Drops it back to Hollick. Hollick setting up in front. Fires it outside the line. And Bubla to Hollick. Delayed penalty coming up as Czechoslovakia still has possession, which they've had for about 25 seconds. Halinka circling behind his own goal. Coming up on the right wing side. Drops it back on this side to Stastny. Peter Stastny gets the puck over. Finally, Canada gets possession as K'Vadne fires it up into the crowd, and a penalty coming up. This is World Championship hockey.
Für die Nummer 12 der Kanadier, Merrick gegen Harkins. Showage penalty for number 12, Merrick, Canada for holding.
Merrick in the penalty box at 5:19. Czechoslovakia with the power play. Halupa into the corner. Gets it to Pozar. Pozar, number 23, back to Halupa. Fakes a shot. Fires it over to Pospisil, and Т.Эспозито stops that. Canada leading 2-0. Pospisil inside the Canadian line. Fakes a shot. Passes it over. Т.Эспозито stops at the rebound as Marian Stastny took that shot. Pospisil keeps it in, but it's stopped there by Г.Смит. Clears it to Phil Т.Эспозито, but it comes over to Pozar. Pozar to Pospisil. Up on the right side to Stastny. A bouncing puck goes into the corner. Pozar and Dennis Kearns after it, and it deflects up over the glass and out of play.
One of the interesting things about the Czechoslovakian power play, which incidentally hasn't been all that great today when they've had the man advantage, is that each of the units, the three units of the Czechoslovakian team, has tried to work different things on the power play. And we've seen the Halinka group, how they try to pick off men, getting Halinka free, coming down into the slot. But every line has their own particular style and what they're trying to do when they have the man advantage.
Canada has received 4 minor penalties in the game, and 1 point in the first period. Were 2 men short, but successfully killed off the infractions. They're a man short now with Merrick in the box. It's Aberman in the corner, checked there by Hampton. McKechnie gets it out, right back into the Czechoslovakian zone. Mikosh goes in, and Zarilla covers up with Pronovo right in front.
Well, this is a strange play. Zarilla, who had possession of the puck, was very careful at that point, but he did have his own defenseman, Mikosh, off the side, who he could have dumped the puck to, and deliberately killing it inside your own zone when you have the man advantage is questionable.
Hampton fires it around the boards. Pospisil takes it from Zarilla and comes back for Czechoslovakia. At center ice, tries to get a pass over. It's stopped by Walt McKechnie, but Mikosh brings it back in to Novi. Novi on the right wing side, watched by Д.Смит. Around the boards to Aberman, back to Pospisil. To Aberman. Aberman back to Pospisil. Czechoslovakia setting up. Aberman drops it back again. There's the shot. Novi gets a rebound, and it's stopped in front. Puck is loose. Back to Pospisil. To Aberman. Aberman at the side of the goal, back to Pospisil. On the far side to Mikosh. Into the corner. Martinez. At the side, sets up in front. Novi can't get a shot away, but gets the puck. Novi to Aberman. 14 seconds remaining in the Team Canada penalty. Pospisil back to Aberman. He gets that over to the far side, and that shot by Martinez was blocked. Aberman back to Pospisil again. Seconds remaining in the penalty to Merrick. There's a shot, and it's deflected off Hampton as Canada's back at full strength. And Merrick on the ice takes the puck. to the Czechoslovakian line as Canada changes on the fly. He stopped. Merrick trying to set it up in front. They score! Ellis! Ronnie Ellis scores, set up by Wayne Merrick. And it's 3-0.
Well, Ronnie Ellis had just come off the Team Canada bench. Here we see Merrick controlling the puck. Drives in deep around Pospisil. At this point, Canada's changing players. You can see them coming off their bench. Ellis comes in just late behind the play, and his forehand is over Zarilla for Team Canada to go ahead and 3-0. Here we see Merrick again. He drives in. We're in the midst of a change. You see Ellis coming in from the bench. Puts the puck by Zarilla on his glove side.
Ronnie Ellis, his 5th goal of the championships, and Canada leads 3-0. Т.Эспозито will take the face-off with Глинка. Wayne Merrick had just stepped on the ice after serving his minor penalty, and a perfect pass to Ron Ellis, and Canada's 3rd goal. Number 20 is Golik for Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia needs a victory today to assure themselves of a gold medal. Later today, Sweden plays the Soviet Union.
Offside.
And if the Soviet Union did in fact defeat Sweden today and Czechoslovakia lost this game, then the Soviets would win the gold medal. Canada, with 11 points, needs a victory today to stay in the running for a bronze medal. And in order for Canada to get a bronze, they must win this game, while Sweden would have to lose to the Soviets.
Well, if this does go ahead this way, Bernie, it would be very strange for Czechoslovakia to be named European champions, and yet the Soviet Union possibly could be the world's champions.
Both great hockey teams, no question about that. But in this game, Czechoslovakia has not been able to take advantage of the power play situations, and they find themselves trailing 3-0 as it's icing against Canada. From Vienna, this is World Championship Hockey. We played 7 minutes and 59 seconds in the second period. Czechoslovakia with the puck. Fired in there by Keuchel, intended for Golik. Merrick has it on the far side, gets it out to McKechnie. McKechnie going in with K.Vladne, takes a shot. Zarilla deflects that up into the glass. Goes in behind the net. Puck goes loose and brought back out by Golik. Golik, number 20, up the middle, going in with Глинка. And the Czechoslovakian player is dumped. Wlukac, and it's offside at the Canadian line.
Well, actually, he was dumped, but the Team Canada player coming back was trying to force him to go offside. Wlukac was trying to, when Golik was moving with the puck, trying to stay onside so that Golik could move and make his play. And he was made to go offside, and that's Team Canada's been staying with these men, staying with these wingers, staying close to them, not giving the Czechoslovakian team much opportunity to open up.
Г.Смит has the puck over to Д.Кернс, and he goes in behind his own goal. Canada 3, Czechoslovakia 0. Puck cleared down the ice by Т.Эспозито. Р.Стадтный goes after it, watched by Klarson. Czechoslovakia on the attack. Hozar takes the pass, coming to the Canadian line. Watched by Ellis, goes into the corner, stops, drops it back, and it's outside the line where Halupa has it, right back to his own blue line. Halupa, number 5 for Czechoslovakia. М.Штястны takes the puck back, going in with Hozar. Over the line, his shot, and that missed the Canadian goal. At center ice, deflected to the Canadian line, Д.Кернс checks Halupa, and Г.Смит of the Cleveland Barons of the NHL left it there for Т.Эспозито. Back to Smith. Smith clears the puck to center, taken by М.Штястны, winds up, and Esposito stopped that. A shot taken right in front by Kaiberol was knocked down by Г.Смит. Stastny gets it back. Peter Stastny, though, can't keep it in. Halupa. 9 minutes and 40 seconds have been played in the second period with Peter Stastny. inside his own line over to Halupa. Canadian players changing here. Halupa stops. Al McAdam falls. The puck to the line. Martinez tries to get it over, but it was knocked off his stick. Here's a break for Canada. U.Päyman going in on goal. All set. Oh, and he's dropped by Zavilla. U.Päyman gets it again. There's a shot. Zavilla stops that. They fire away at it, but it's covered up, and there's a penalty coming up. I believe cross-checking to Czechoslovakia.
Yes, well, Halupa knocked down, I believe it was McAdam in front of the Czechoslovakia net when U.Päyman went by the net. And then after attempting to draw Zavilla out, he still controlled the puck, made a good play, getting possession back off Zavilla. And Halupa cross-checked the Team Canada player to the ice in front of the net when U.Päyman was trying to throw it back in front. Here we have U.Päyman moving in. Good opportunity. This could have been a game over if he put it underneath him here. But he retains possession. Here the puck comes back to him. Tries to shovel it in front of the net. Here we have Halupa knocking down, yes it was McAdam, knocking him down in front of the net from behind. And he's called for cross-checking. But 4-0 at that point. U.Päyman puts it in the net. I think Czechoslovakia's gold medal would have gone down the drain.
Well, the time of the penalty was 10 minutes and 7 seconds here in the second period. McAdam takes the puck away from Eberman, goes over the line, but can't pass it over to П.Ларуш, and Czechoslovakia is up with it again. Pospisil to Martinez. And he lets it slide down. There's a high sticking call indicated by referee Stig Kарлsson. And there's a penalty coming up to Canada. This is World Championship hockey.
2 Minuten für die Nummer 16 der Kanadier, P.Larush gegen Stolz. Jonas penalty for number 16, P.Larush Stolz, Canada for high sticking.
A high sticking call to П.Ларуш. Both teams now a man short, with Canada leading 3-0. Puck is stolen by Martinez, going in with Eberman at the side of the goal right in front. Eberman takes the pass but can't get a shot away. Here's Pospisil. His backhander is stopped by Т.Эспозито. Canada coming back out. Т.Эспозито on the right side, coming to center ice. Going in with Ellis, takes it into the corner. Pospisil goes after the puck. And we have exactly 9 minutes remaining in the second period. Т.Эспозито slaps it in, but Czechoslovakia brings it back. There's a penalty coming up to Т.Эспозito as he slashed at Pospisil. Because another delayed call to Canada as Zavilla heads to the bench. Czechoslovakia's М.Штястны over the line. Takes it into the corner, watched by Kerns. Drops it back to Pospisil. Pospisil, who just a moment ago was on the ice hurt, is back in the play. There's a shot kicked out by Т.Эспозито. Martinez, a delayed penalty coming up to Canada. There's a shot. That's wide of the net. Comes back to Pospisil, number 7. Fires it in front. М.Штястны goes after it. Г.Смит got a piece of it, but the Czechoslovakian team still has possession. Pospisil winds up. Gets a shot, and that's deflected wide. And finally, Team Canada gets possession. Kerns gets it, and a slashing call coming up to Team Canada.
Well, this was a classic penalty, and why Team Canada becomes frustrated, because Т.Эспозито had made a good play, was in for checking. The screening or interference that the Czechoslovakian defenders like to do. He got in front of Phil, interfered with him trying to get back in the play. Т.Эспозито came around back with a stick in frustration and hit Pospisil. And this is the type of thing that frustrates Team Canada. The interference, or screening as the Europeans call it. Interference, we would probably call it in North America, just frustrates the Team Canada players.
8 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the second period. And we have 32 seconds remaining in П.Ларуsh's penalty. Т.Эспозито joining him in the penalty box. And Halupa in the penalty box for Czechoslovakia has 14 seconds remaining in his minor penalty. So Czechoslovakia at this point has the extra man, playing 5-4. Puck cleared to center ice. Hlinka goes back for it, number 21. Hlinka has scored 8 goals in the championship so far. Gives it to Stastny. Out to Novi. Halupa returns to the ice. Czechoslovakia is back in full strength. Novi into the corner. Checked by Russell. Kvathne has the puck for Canada. Off the boards and gets it to center where Hlinka has it again. Hlinka circling around, being watched by McKechnie. Gets the puck over to Hollick as P.Larush steps on the ice. Canada just one man short. Т.Эспозито still in the penalty box. 1 minute 19 seconds remaining in his penalty. Over the line, the puck cleared into the corner. Going in after it is Bubla, checked by Kvathne. Puck is in front. Bill Russell slaps it down the ice. 7 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the second period. Canada 3 and Czechoslovakia nothing. Hollick brings it back in for Czechoslovakia. Watched by Pronovo. Pass was behind Hlinka. And now Bubla will try number 19 to Novi. Novi goes over the line. Couldn't bring the puck with him, though, and Pronovo brings it back for Canada. His shot, and Zorilla gloved that and just deflected it into the corner. Hollick, watched by number 14, Klassen, gives the puck to Novi. 35 remaining in Esposito's penalty. Czechoslovakia at center, Novi. Sends a flying puck into the corner. Ronnie Ellis got it. Checked by Novi, got it out to Kvathne, but Bubla has it. Or rather, Keuchel to Hollick. Hollick gets at his shot, and that bounced off Kvathne and goes outside the line. 15 seconds remaining in Esposito's penalty. And the Czechoslovakian power play has not looked good in this game, but you have to give credit to the penalty killing of Team Canada as well, and they've been excellent in killing penalties today. Round the net goes Keuchel. Dumps it in front, but then it hit a skate. Canada returns to full strength. Т.Эспозито on the ice. The puck comes in front, back to the line. Mikosh gets set. His shot is knocked down in front by Kvathne. And he sends it sailing down the ice. And Zorilla watches it go, and it's icing against Canada with 5 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the second period. And Vienna, Austria, here at the Stadthalle today, a capacity crowd. And many attractions to see, of course, in beautiful Vienna. The Vienna Woods, the Lipizan horses, the Vienna Choir Boys, many exciting areas in this beautiful city. And it's been a most enjoyable World Hockey Championship. And Tom, I know your wife's back in Toronto, enjoying the Mother's Day, watching a hockey game on television.
Well, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in Canada.
And our producer, Ralph Abraham. I know his wife, Judy, is watching the telecast in Toronto. And a happy Mother's Day to everyone across the full CTV network. And we hope you're enjoying this telecast from the Stadthalle in Vienna with Canada leading 3-0. 5 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the second period. The puck comes back. Pronovo checks the Czechoslovakian player, but Hollick gets a shot away. They score! Pass in front. And Czechoslovakia goes on the board with the first goal, and Hlinka, I believe, fired it home.
Here's Hollick controlling the puck. Hlinka moves off to the side. He's got the good shot. Hlinka throws it right through the one Czechoslovakian player in front of the net, distracting the Team Canada defender, Bill Russell. He shoots all in one motion to go under Tony Esposito. Here it is again. You see Russell tying up the Czechoslovakian forward in front. Goes right through. Hlinka shoots all in one motion on his forehand to bring the score to 3-1 after quite an unsuccessful power play beforehand.
And Hlinka gets the goal, his 9th goal of the championships. And Czechoslovakia gets on the scoreboard with 5 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the second period. Aberman checked by Hampton. Novi got a shot, and that's stopped by Esposito. Mikosh to Pospisil. Over on this side to Aberman. His shot, and it goes wide. Mikosh, he sets up, lets it go. Д.Смит stopped that, and it's cleared out to center. Mikosh gets it to Martinez, but is knocked down with a high stick. From Vienna, this is World Championship Hockey. just scored. Canada with P.Larush getting a loose puck in front of Zorilla, sends it into the net, and here it is on the replay.
Yes, Team Canada just went ahead. Here he's slipping it back in front. Here we see the Team Canada player dumped in front of the net, but it comes loose. And here's Zorilla trying to get back, and LaRouche just shovels it over top of him. Here we see it again. LaRouche back into the slot. There's the Czechoslovakian player knocking the Team Canada forward down in front. The puck comes back loose. Zorilla trying to get back. LaRouche comes in on his backhand, slips the puck up over top.
P.Larush, the goal scorer, with 4 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in the second period. And it's Canada 4 and Czechoslovakia 1. And for P.Larush, his 7th goal of the championships. He's the top point scorer on Team Canada. Puck cleared in. Д.Кернс goes after it. Backhands it outside the line, and the puck comes to center ice where Hlinka has it. Both teams are at full strength. Hlinka takes the pass off the boards, checked by Т.Эспозито. Carried back in by М.Штястны. Stachny at the side of the goal, drops it back. Heichel's shot, and that was off the mark. Hlinka on the side to Holick in front, hit the post. Oh, they say it was in. It's a goal.
Well, actually, I think Holick's shot did not go in. Holick deflected that puck as it came across in front, and it was knocked in off the edge of the net by Stachny, I believe. But here we have the Hlinka controlling the puck. Stachny coming out of the corner. The first one hits the post, and it doesn't go in. It drops down. There we have Stachny jamming it in underneath him. Stachny gets the goal. But here we have Stachny again. Back to Keichel. The shot comes across. Hlinka moves it right in front. Holick just deflects it. Hits the post. Down. It's still not in. Stachny puts a stick between Т.Эспозито's leg and tips the puck home.
Well, good call, Tom. The puck hit the post, and as we saw on the replay, М.Штястны sends it into the net, and it's now 4-2. Canada 4 and Czechoslovakia 2 with 4 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the second period. LaRouche and Novi. Puck comes to Eberman. Eberman's long shot. That bounced off Hampton and goes in behind the Canadian goal. Al McAdam has the puck in the corner. Fires it off the boards there to Hampton. Hampton brings it back out for Canada. Coming up to center. Lead pass intended for McAdam. Just failed to click. And it comes back into the Canadian zone. Eberman going after it. Novi in front. And Т.Эспозито takes no chances and smothers the puck.
Well, I'll tell you, both clubs are pulling out all stops now. What started out to be quite a close checking game has now become a little more wide open, with both clubs going end-to-end and getting the opportunities.
Well, Czechoslovakia needing a victory today to repeat as world champions. They've won the world title 4 times. And, of course, they won it last year in Poland. They hope to repeat today with a victory. The Soviets are in second place, 1 point back of Czechoslovakia. And later today, Sweden will play the Soviets. Canada into this game with 11 points, 1 back of third place Sweden. They lead it 4-2 as Pronovo has the puck at center, but he's spun around by М.Штястны. K.Вадне inside his own line with 3 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the second period. Merrick ahead to Pronovo. Pronovo's dumped, and there'll be a penalty coming up to Czechoslovakia as John Pronovo was tripped as he broke in on goal.
Well, Pronovo created the opportunity. Pronovo, who has very good speed, moved in there quickly, and he forced Bubla to dump him, or there was going to be an opportunity. Actually, coming behind Pronovo was another Team Canada forward, and if he was able to gain control, it would have created the 2-on-1, and Bubla was forced to dump him.
I'd like to remind you, coming up on most of the CTV stations, World Double Tennis Competition. And there will be some interesting matchups today following our telecast. World Championship Tennis coming up on CTV this afternoon. 3 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the second period. 4-2 with Canada leading. Face off inside the Soviet blue, or the Czechoslovakian line. A pass in front. Ť.Éspozito gets set for a shot, and he was turned around by Keichel. Keichel brings the puck out for Czechoslovakia to the cannon over into the corner. Watched there by Kearns. Check. and knocked down by Ellis, and Kearns has the puck. Kearns out to Esposito. Esposito going in with Klassen as Keuchel gets up slowly in the Canadian zone. Hlinka fires the puck out. It's over 2 lines, offside as Keuchel took the pass.
Well, Keuchel and Ronnie Ellis were actually, the fans were whistling and yelling and screaming, but really the two just got mixed up, and one was pushing one another down to the ice. Each was trying to get up first and getting back into the play, and the other guy wasn't going to let the other one get into the play first, and Keuchel actually was slow coming out of the corner, Ellis being out first. But they received Bubla in the box, Team Canada having the man advantage.
Wayne Merrick, Phil Esposito, Ron Ellis, and Pierre LaRouche have scored the goals for Canada. Hlinka and Marian Stachny have scored for Czechoslovakia. And we have exactly 3 minutes remaining here in the second period. And 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining in the Czechoslovakian penalty to Bubla. Back comes Esposito, stopped by Mikosh, and Czechoslovakia's Eberman down the right wing side with Martinez. And he's stopped by Ralph Klassen. Klassen, number 14. In behind his own goal, Canada on the power play. Dennis Kearns will bring it out. Pass to Esposito. Going in with Ellis, or rather Payman. And Payman goes in behind the Czechoslovakian goal. Pass in front, and Greg Smith just failed to get a shot. Hampton off the board, stopped by Mikosh. Mikosh then ran into Esposito. Pospisil brings the puck out. Martinez fires it wide of the Canadian goal, and we have 30 seconds remaining in Bubla's penalty. Hampton down the right wing side for Canada. Into the Czechoslovakian line, bumped off the puck by Pospisil. Pollock into the corner to Mikosh, and he clears it but not out. Dallas Smith keeps it in, fired it right to LaRouche. And it's cleared outside the line right to center with Paymont going back for it. Paymont over the Czechoslovakian line, a pass way behind LaRouche, and Marian Stachny brings it back. Stachny for Czechoslovakia, misses a check, takes it into the corner, stops, back to Pospisil, and he can't get it. And Czechoslovakia is back at full strength with 1 minute and 29 seconds remaining in the second period. Canada 4 and Czechoslovakia 2. Pollock, watched by Wayne Merrick, up on the right side. And McKechnie fires it into the Canadian bench, and we get a whistle. Out in Vancouver at the Pacific Coliseum, the Memorial Cup Championship opens today. And the 3 junior teams competing, the New Westminster Bruins, Sherbrooke, and Ottawa. And good tickets are still available at the Pacific Coliseum, and we'll have the final game for you 1 week from today on the full CTV network. The Memorial Cup Championship from Vancouver. 1 minute and 17 seconds remaining here in the second period. Canada leading 4-2, and the puck is cleared up into the penalty box.
Well, the fans are really screaming here. The Team Canada fans yelling, "Go Canada, go!" And the Czechoslovakian fans yelling, "Toto ho," which we understand means the equivalent to Shaibu, or "Let's get going, let's get a goal."
Ready, the puck is dropped, cleared back to the Canadian line. K.Vadne gives it to McKechnie. Over to Russell. Russell is stopped, gets it again. We're into the final minute of the second period. Pollock is checked by McKechnie. And it's stopped there by John Pronovo. Pronovo setting up, drops it back to Merrick. His shot, and that hit the 2 players sprawled on the ice. John Pronovo gets up slowly along with the Czechoslovakian player, and that's Bubla.
Well, Jean Pronovo has shown some pretty good moves here. He's got speed, and he can handle the puck, and he moved in there quickly and dropped the puck back to the Team Canada point. And the shot was really blocked by Pronovo and Bubla, who went down together after the play.
Milan Novi, number 6, out there at center. You know, in the Czechoslovakian League, Novi, all the teams play 44 games. Novi had 59 goals this season in 44 games. And he has 7 goals in the championship so far here. He has the puck at center ice, gets it over to Eberman. Eberman's long shot deflects off Kearns into the corner with 35 seconds, and the deflection in front just goes wide. Martinez has the puck in front. Czechoslovakia tried to get it over. Martinez can't get a shot away as Greg Smith took the puck with 23 seconds remaining. Greg Smith at the side of his own goal just clears it down the ice where Mikosh has it. Mikosh, number 4, up to Eberman on the left side, going in, drops it back. There's a shot by Novi, kicked out, as Tony Ä made a big stop there. 8 seconds remaining. Klassen, checked by Novi. Out to Martinez. Martinez coming in over the line, right in on goal, and the puck is stolen as the horn goes to end the second on CTV. Coming to us. Four goals in the second period here at the Stadthalle, and here's a look at the goal by Hlinka, the first of the afternoon for Czechoslovakia.
Here's Hollick throwing it right across. Czechoslovakian player in the crease, taking care of F.Rasselл. Hlinka shoots in one motion behind Tony Ä.
And П.Ларуш scored the 4th Team Canada goal as he took advantage of a loose puck in front of the Czechoslovakia net and sent it past Vladimir Zarilla.
Well, actually, here we have the Czechoslovakian player Martinez dumping the Team Canada forward in front of the net. LaRouche just comes in behind and scoops the puck over Zarilla. But Zarilla was trying to get back. But LaRouche just had too much time at the Czechoslovakian defenseman. Here we see it again. Goes by, out into the slot. Dumped by Martinez. The puck comes back loose behind Zarilla, trying to get back. LaRouche just dumps it over top on his backhand.
Well, Al McAdam was the player sprawled on the ice, but LaRouche scored the 4th goal, and then Czechoslovakia came back after hitting the post. М.Штястны scored the 2nd Czechoslovakian goal.
Well, Hlinka and Hollick make the play possible. Hollick getting possession of the puck, skating over Team Canada blue line into the zone, turns, shot comes from the point. Hlinka has it. There's the deflection by Hollick. It doesn't go in. Ä coming along behind, tips it underneath Ä. Hollick's shot hit the post. It came down. It still wasn't behind Tony Ä. But Ä in behind him just jammed it in underneath him. Here we have it across again to Hlinka. Shoots. There's the deflection by Hollick. It hits the post, bounces down. Tony Ä can't quite. There it is, right on the goal line. Ä comes in and jams it behind him.
Well, on the public address and on the official score sheet, they gave the goal to Jiri Hollick. But as you saw in the replay, his shot hit the post and dropped down behind Ä, and then it was knocked into the net by Ä. But officially, the goal was credited to Jiri Hollick. As we start the 3rd period, Canada 4 and Czechoslovakia 2. Pospisil runs into the Canadian player, and both teams start the 3rd period at full strength. Pospisil brings the puck out, a lead pass at center, and swinging around with it is the Czechoslovakian player on the far side. Eberman goes after it. Cleared back in. Pospisil knocks it down. Coming over the line is J.Novak. His shot misses the Canadian goal. Payman and Eberman go after it. And Payman fires it down right on goal. Zarilla makes the stop. Over to Pospisil out there with Novi. Novi takes the pass straight up the middle, going in with Novak. Over the Canadian line, a pass in front. And Novak couldn't get his stick on it. Mikosh tries to keep it in, but it's cleared out and all the way back into the Czechoslovakian zone. 4-2 with Canada leading. Novi had it bounce off his skates. Novak goes after it. Novi gets a backhander. And Tony Ä scoops that up.
Well, the Czechoslovakian team has changed, and like the Soviets, they don't like to change their units. They've taken Martinez, who is one of their better hockey players, off the line with Novi and Eberman and replaced him with Edward Novak, and this is a change for the Czechoslovakian team, and we now see Martinez out with Hlinka replacing Wlukac, and they don't like to change, so we have them a little upset.
We played exactly 1 minute in the third period. Canada 4 and Czechoslovakia 2. The puck comes back to the line. Keuchel just fires it into the corner. Kvagne goes behind the goal with Ť.Éspozito. Puck is held and knocked out to the line. Kept in by Hollick. Hollick at the side, tried to set up a play, and Wayne Merrick has it. Kicks it ahead to Russell. Russell off the boards to Merrick. Merrick backhands it right to Bubla. Martinez goes in after it. He can't get a shot away, and Merrick brings it back for Canada. Wayne Merrick up the middle. Fires it in to Jean Courneveau. He goes behind the Czechoslovakian goal. Squeezed out of the play. Comes up with the puck and then is nailed against the boards and held there. Canada led 2-0 after the first period. On goals by Merrick and Ť.Éspozito. Then in the second period, Ellis and П.Ларуш scored for Canada, while Hlinka scored one of the Czechoslovakian goals. And Hollick was given credit for the second goal, although on the replay it appeared as if М.Штястны had put it into the net. Back to the action. The puck carried out by М.Штястны for Czechoslovakia, going in with М.Штястны over the line, and that pass intended for Pozar was broken up. Ellis clears it out, lost his glove, and the puck is backhanded by Keiberol, who has seen limited action in the game. 1 minute and 59 seconds have been played in the third period.
Well, here's another change for the Czechoslovakian team. Keiberol hasn't played. Dvorak, who gave the puck away to Ť.Éspozito for the second Team Canada goal, appears has been benched, and this is a second change, along with Martinez being taken off the big line with Novi.
Pozar, number 23. He's a physical education instructor. 29 years of age. He's out there. М.Штястны will take the face-off against Ť.Éspozito, and the puck is cleared back to Dennis Kearns. To Greg Smith. Greg Smith clears it in as it hit Keiberol and goes right to Zarilla, and we have another face-off. 2 minutes and 8 seconds have been played in the third period. Canada 4 and Czechoslovakia 2. Ť.Éspozito and М.Штястны will take the face-off again. It comes to Pozar. Goes in behind his own net. Watched by Ť.Éspozito. Comes up with the puck, though. On the left side, a pass out in front. And it's cleared over on this side. М.Штястны goes after it. Gets the puck. Czechoslovakia having trouble getting out of their own zone, but the puck is cleared down the ice right to Tony Ť.Éspozito. Into the corner goes Klalson and М.Штястны. Klalson is tied up. Comes around to Ť.Éspozito, and he just slaps it. Can't get it out, though. It's kept in at the line. Taken by Keiberol off the boards. Intended for М.Штястны. Pozar goes after it. Gets it in front. There's a shot kicked out by Ť.Éspozito. Greg Smith tries to get the puck, and finally Ť.Éspozito clears it down the ice, and Canada will be called for icing.
Well, Team Canada, again, doing a good job. They don't want to get caught out there with too long when they're trying to defend a 2-goal lead. Ť.Éspozito simply dumped the puck down, but they're staying close to their Czechs. Klalson, a good defensive winger, staying right with the Czechoslovakian forwards, trying to maintain contact with them, not giving them any opening.
Both teams are at full strength. Puck is cleared out to center. Canada on the over the line is Payman to the Rouge. Right in front to score! Payman! And the Canadian bench empty. Payman scores the 5th Team Canada goal, and they lead 5-2.
Well, here's the good play by Payman here, where he gets it through to LaRouche and draws both Czechoslovakian defenders to him. LaRouche sees Payman back in front. LaRouche just slips it to him to put it in the net for Canada to go ahead 5-2.
Will Payman, a 41-goal scorer with the Colorado Rockies of the NHL, scores his 4th goal.
There's Eberman. Eberman let Payman go after the play when both came to him. He should have tried to stay with him, but he let him go. Payman became 3 after the good play, getting it to LaRouche. Good opportunity. Way to a good working 2-on-1 situation with LaRouche and Payman.
The time of the goal, 3 minutes and 8 seconds. And Canada leads by a score of 5-2. F.Rasselл over to Pronovo. The pass was behind him. McKechnie gets it, but he stopped. Hollick to Keuchel. Keuchel, number 17. Circling in the corner. Watched by Pronovo. Gets the puck to Bubla. Bubla's lead pass intended for Martinez was broken. And Bubla takes it again over the line. Alinka breaking towards the goal. Takes the puck into the corner. Tried to set up Martinez, but it deflected off a Canadian player's stick down the ice. And Hollick is back for it. 3 minutes and 45 seconds have been played in the third period. Canada 5 and Czechoslovakia 2 icing against Czechoslovakia. F.Rasselll, number 23 of the Chicago Blackhawks, had 233 minutes in penalties this season in the National League. Scored 9 goals and had 36 assists with Chicago. He's had 2 assists so far here in the championships.
Just saw Guy Charron on the Team Canada bench. He's got his helmet on. Maybe he figures he's going to get some action today.
Guy Charron has missed most of the games here because of an injury, but is dressed today. М.Штястны breaks into the Canadian corner. Checked by Д.Кернс, and then П.Эспозито deflects the puck, but not out. Gets it again to Klassen. Going in with Ellis. Ellis takes the pass. Stops. Turned around. Gets the puck into the corner, though. П.Эспозито. He's watched by Kaiverol. And Czechoslovakia comes back. Stastny in over the line. He's stopped. Goes after the puck with Г.Смит. Gets it in front. Д.Кернс knocked it down. Ralph Klassen then up with it. And Klassen to Kearns. Around the boards to Ellis. Watched by Halupa. Knocked off stride. Kearns clears it out. Ä.Sposito goes after it. Going in with Klassen. Ä.Sposito's backhander stopped by Zarilla. Klassen can't get a shot away. Ä.Sposito has the puck again. Back to Smith. His shot. Bounces in front. They swing away at it. And it's cleared outside the line as Zarilla made the stop. Г.Смит then clears it into the Czechoslovakian zone. Ä.Sposito's in after it. Checked by Halupa. And we've played 5 minutes in the third period. Canada 5 and Czechoslovakia 2. Ä.Sposito in front as he lost it. М.Штястны comes back. There's a penalty coming up to Canada. And Ä.Sposito dumped the Czechoslovakian player, and he'll be sent to the box. This is World Championship Hockey.
Zwei Minuten für die Nummer 77, der Kanadier Т.Эспозито gegen Harkins. 5 penalty number 77, Т.Эспозито of Canada for poking.
Canada a man short. Ä.Sposito off for hooking at 5 minutes and 14 seconds. From the face-off, the puck taken by Kv.Vadne, and he slaps it off the boards right into the Czechoslovakian zone. Back for it is Pospisil, number 7. 5-2, Canada leading. Pospisil at center ice. Fires it into the corner. After it is Novak. Had it knocked off his stick. Kv.Vadne goes after the puck. Novi then spins it off the boards to Pospisil in front to Mikosh. Mikosh over to Eberman. His shot, and that's wide of the net. Pospisil has it at the blue line. Over to Mikosh. He lets it go, and that hit Pronovo and goes into the corner. Hozar setting up his shot, and that stopped the rebound to Eberman, and he can't get a shot away as he's checked by Pronovo, and they hold it against the boards.
Well, what the Czechoslovakian team is trying to do, they have Novi going in front of the net and trying to get, as they did in one of their previous goals, they're trying to get the Team Canada defender to come to them, allowing the winger to be free off the side of the crease. And Novak was looking for Eberman off the side with Novi in, jousting with F.Rasselll in front of the net. The puck came across, but Eberman couldn't get the pass cleanly to get his shot away. But they're trying to get the Team Canada defenseman distracted in front of the net to free someone off the side.
Czechoslovakia in first place in the championship with 15 points. Canada has 11. Czechoslovakia needs a win in this game to clinch the gold medal. They are 1 point ahead of the Soviets. Canada in fourth at this point with 11. A victory today would move them 1 point ahead of Sweden. for a bronze, but Sweden plays the Soviets later today. Czechoslovakia on the power play. It's Hlinka in the corner. Drops it back to Bubla. Returns it to Hlinka. Around the boards, and it's taken by Hollick. Hollick then left it for Hlinka, but he's checked by Walt McKechnie, and the puck goes up into the bench.
Well, Hlinka was trying to set up the power play that we've seen this unit use so often. Hlinka wheels behind the net, gives it to Hollick. Hollick drops it behind to him and screens off the first-team Canada defender. Then he moves behind the point man, and what happened in that play was that we had McKechnie move in really quickly behind the second screen and tip the puck back out.
52 seconds remaining in the penalty to Ť.Éspozito. Martinez steals the puck in front. Hlinka lets it go, and that's stopped in front. Back to the line to Bubla. He falls, and it's taken by Ralph Klassen. Klassen then sends it to the Czechoslovakian line. Hlinka's back for it. 35 seconds remaining in the Canadian penalty to Ť.Éspozito. Bubla checked by Klassen, forced to go back. Bubla brings it out, backhands it on this side to Hlinka. Hlinka's pass over on the far side to Hollick. Hollick into the corner, checked by Д.Кернс. The puck comes back. Klassen then slaps it down the ice. And 10 seconds remaining in Esposito's penalty.
Well, there we had Zorilla just dumping the puck over the boards. We see Ť.Éspozito only having 9 seconds remaining in his penalty, and I think this has been one of the key things of the game today. The Team Canada has done an exceptional job in killing their penalties, and we haven't had really a power play goal today from the Czechoslovakian team.
12 minutes and 55 seconds remaining in the third period. Canada 5 and Czechoslovakia 2. Pronovo on the right side, going in with McKechnie over the line. McKechnie to Pronovo, back to McKechnie. His shot, he scores! McKechnie. And Canada goes in front 6-2.
Well, again, here we have McKechnie throwing it over to Pronovo, back to McKechnie, and the shot. But Pronovo early created the opportunity with his speed that he's been doing all day. Here it is. Pronovo beating the man at the Czechoslovakian blue line to McKechnie. McKechnie back to Pronovo to McKechnie, and it's in the net.
From Vienna, this is World Championship Hockey.
Canada is playing on its full string.
That was not a shorthanded goal, as Esposito had just returned from serving his minor penalty. But Canada gets a goal, McKechnie, and it's 6-2, and Canada breaks back in. Paymon's shot, and that misses the net by a big margin. Dallas Smith had it, but it came outside the line, and it's called offside. The officials for today's game, the referee is Stig Kарлsson from Sweden, and the two linesmen, Kaisla, wearing jersey number 9, is from Finland. He'll drop the puck here. The other linesman is Westreicher from Austria. 12 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the third period. Pospisil behind his own goal. Canada 6, Czechoslovakia 2. The puck is stolen, but then brought back out by Novak. Novak to the Canadian line and over. Drops it there. Here's a shot by Eberman. Stopped by Esposito. Novi swings at it, but can't get his stick on it. Pass in front intended for Novak. Hampton's dump, and Dallas Smith brings the puck out. Novi then takes it at center, returns the pass to Eberman. Eberman into the Canadian line is stopped, and Al McAdam has it. Al McAdam for Canada. Over to П.Ларуш, and he just sends it into the Czechoslovakian zone as Canada changes. Pospisil upset by Klassen. Both players fall. Д.Кернс tries to clear it out, and he collides with the Czechoslovakian player, and they smother the puck. Iona Campanello enjoyed the interview between periods with Johnny Esau and Bill Stevenson. And from the International Hockey, Mr. Zabetsky there as well. 11 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in the third period. And it's 6-2 for Canada over Czechoslovakia. Canada still in the hunt for a bronze medal. They need a victory today and hope that the Soviets later today will beat Sweden. Both teams are at full strength here. The puck is taken by Hlinka. Gets it out to Stastny over the line, drops it back. Golik's shot. That was sailing high over the glass up into the crowd at the far end.
Well, that was a good opportunity the Czechoslovakia team had. They created the 2-on-1, but just as the puck came across to Golik, it stood up on end, and when he got his shot away, it went right outside over the glass. Team Canada claiming that the face-off, and rightly so, because it came right from Golik's stick, should be outside the blue line. But the official rules otherwise, because it didn't deflect off anybody. Golik had just stood up on his stick and it went right over the glass and out of play.
11 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the third period. Set for the face-off, McKechnie and Hlinka. Puck comes back. Martinez tried to get a shot. Kronovo then clears it down the ice. Keuchel is checked by Merrick. Gets the pass over to Bubla. Keuchel took a swing at Merrick and missed him. Puck is dropped back. Hlinka can't get a shot away, and the Czechoslovakian team forced to regroup. On this side to Bubla. Bubla, watched by Merrick, put the puck right on the stick of Phil Russell, and Russell sends it into the Czechoslovakian zone. On the far side, it's Keuchel. 10 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the third period. Bubla starts out, clears it down the ice. It'll be icing against Czechoslovakia. Icing called as soon as it crosses the red line.
Well, it's not just Team Canada that's getting frustrated. There we saw the Czechoslovakian player Keuchel, and Merrick just took him an ordinary check to the boards, and he came around with a stick very hard and missed Merrick. But it's the frustration of these players, and perhaps in international hockey, with the stakes being so high, that these frustrations are a little higher.
Puck is dropped. Alupa goes in after it. Sends it to Aberman. Aberman to Kaiberol, number 15. Kaiberol then had his pass knocked down by Т.Эспозито, who's played a strong game today for Team Canada. Blaster then checks Stastny. Off the boards, puck cleared outside the line. Kaiberol has it, runs into Т.Эспозито. Then Greg Smith cleared it out to center ice. Marian Stastny has it. Tried to set up Peter Stastny, stolen by Greg Smith. He breaks over the line. Lets a shot go, and that's high over the glass. And we have 6 seconds remaining in the first 10 minutes of the third period. Canada 6 and Czechoslovakia 2. Face off in the Czechoslovakian zone to the right of veteran Vladimir Zarilla. He's appearing in his 7th game in the championships. He's allowed 16 goals in the 7 games. Kozar slaps it into the Canadian zone as the horn goes to end the first 10 minutes. This is World Championship Hockey on CTV. Welcome back to the Stadthalle in Vienna, Austria. Bernie Pascal along with Tom Watt in our broadcast location, along with Johnny Esau and Bill Stevenson as the final 10 minutes underway. A long shot by Novak, stopped by Tony Esposito. And that took 16 seconds. We get a whistle with the face-off to the left of Esposito.
Well, they're asking Tony Esposito if he's all right. It hit him high on the shoulder. And here we see Novak, who has replaced Martinez on the line with Novi.
Canada 6 and Czechoslovakia 2. Ready for the face-off. Here, LaRouche arguing with the linesman there. That's Kaisla of Finland. LaRouche is waved out of the face-off circle, as is the Czechoslovakian player Novi. Novak and McAdam will take the draw, and the puck is back to Dallas Smith. Dallas Smith then pinned against the boards, gets the puck, but not out. Mikosh, weak backhander. There's a shot, and Esposito steered that into the corner. Novak collides with McAdam. Puck goes around the boards. Rick Hampton behind his own goal. Hampton out to Paymont. Paymont clears it out. Pospisil stops it to Novi. 9 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the third period. Puck bounces off the glass, comes to the side of the net. Aberman is bumped off the play by Rick Hampton. They fight for possession. Novak set it in front. Novi had his stop shot there by Esposito, and the puck is cleared down the ice, icing against Team Canada.
Well, there we have Rick Hampton, who was fighting in the corner for that puck. But Team Canada, being ahead 6-2 at this point in the hockey game, just simply dumping the puck. Paymont first out of his own zone, and then McAdam. Having the 6-2 lead, they want to make sure that they're not caught being too tired on the ice. Just make sure the puck gets over the blue line. Keep forcing the Czechoslovakian team to bring it back to you.
McKechnie and Hlinka set for the draw. And the puck is dropped. McKechnie wins the face-off, takes it into the corner, left it there for Phil Russell. 8 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the third period. Canada 6 and Czechoslovakia 2. Off the boards, McAdam left it there. McKechnie circling around and hands it into the Czechoslovakian end. Bubla is back for it, watched by Pronovo. Pronovo up to Merrick. Merrick then takes a weak shot that missed the net. Bubla. And it's cleared out to center ice. Kva.Vne is back for it for Team Canada. Both teams are at full strength here. Puck backhanded off the boards into the Czechoslovakian zone, and it's icing against Team Canada. You know, there's been a great deal of criticism about the officiating here at the World Hockey Championships. The lone Canadian referee, or Canadian official, is Marcel Vaillancourt of Sherbrooke. He refereed his last game yesterday, the German game. He was telling me one of the linesmen here, Shell from Hungary, who is not working this game, by the way, Shell all season worked only 12 games. And yet he's officiating in a Canadian or a World Hockey Championship. The officials are not paid, by the way, either. It's all truly amateur. Their expenses are paid, but they do not get a fee. Puck is back. There's a shot. Goes wide. Bounces in front. And McKechnie takes it. McKechnie clears it. Stopped at the line. Pass over to Bubla. He gets set. Returns the pass. And Hollick just failed to get a shot away. Hollick around the Canadian goal. Passes in front. Bounces away from Bubla. Knocked down with a high stick. As the referee, Stig Kарлsson, called the puck being knocked down with a high stick, and the face-off will be to the right of Tony Esposito.
Well, speaking of those referees, the three-man system, in all fairness to the officials, this is the first time the referee and two linesmen, a three-man system, has been used in the World Championships, and some of the European officials are not quite used to it as of yet.
Well, when you only officiate 12 games a season, it's pretty tough to get used to it, which one official has done. Puck is back to Dennis Kearns. Kearns off the boards, cleared out, stopped at the line, and coming back is Esposito. Esposito over the line, in front, his shot, he scores! Esposito. And it's 7-2.
Well, here we have Esposito moving aside. He uses Klassen and Ellis as the decoy and shoots the puck by the glove side of Cirilla. Here we see it again, but we see Esposito moving in a 3-on-1 situation. Cirilla moves off the post, trying to cheat to both Klassen and Ellis in the middle. Espo, seeing that, shoots the puck to the short side over Cirilla's glove hand.
By number 6, Q.
We're joined up in the broadcast location now of John Bassett of the Birmingham entry in the World Hockey Association. John, quite a turnaround for Team Canada.
Well, we seem to have two teams over here, Bernie. One that plays against the Soviet Union and one that plays everybody else. We've won the tournament without our two losses to the Soviet Union, and it's just two different hockey clubs.
John, I know you've been impressed with several of the European players. We'll get a comment here as Eberman gets a shot away, and that missed the net. Tony Ä.Esposito has it at the side. Brought back around on this side. Kept in at the line. There's a shot by Eberman. Ä.Esposito stops that. McAdam goes after it. Mikos checked him, and it's back down the ice with Pospisil going after it. 6 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the third period. Canada 7, Czechoslovakia 2. Eberman breaking away on the left side over to Novi. U.Péйман then takes the pass and brings it back for Canada. Watched by Novak and then checked by Mikos. U.Péйman in front. Sets up Dallas Smith. His weak shot hit a Czechoslovakian player. Goes wide. Here's П.Ларуш at the side in front. Scores! U.Péймan sends it into the net, and it's 8-2.
Well, Dallas Smith, of all people, keeping the puck inside, pushed the puck back behind the net. LaRouche coming around, tried to jam it in originally, and slipped it back through. Here we have it, moving in. There, Dallas Smith falling, keeping the puck in. LaRouche moves around, tries to jam it behind Zorilla. Comes out to U.Péйmан, his long looping backhand. But here's Dallas Smith again, keeping the puck in. Back to LaRouche behind the net. There's the long looping shot, or just over top of Zorilla.
From Vienna, this is World Championship Hockey.
Assist number 2 with number 20, Д.Смит.
Canada 8 and Czechoslovakia 2 is play just underway, and they didn't, the puck was smothered there from the face-off, so they'll take it again. With 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the third period. I.Glинka and McKechnie. McKechnie gets the puck back to Russell. And it's cleared by Kvamme ahead to Pronovo. Pronovo couldn't get his stick on it as Keuchel checked him, and they hold it against the boards. And back to Johnny Bassett of the Birmingham entry. And John, I know you've been impressed with several of the European teams and players here.
Well, their skills are very pronounced, Bernie. They skate very, very well. They handle the puck very, very well. They're just not used to the aggressiveness of the Canadian team, but in basic skills, they rank with anybody.
You feel we'll see more European players in the WHA and NHL next season?
Well, if the number of scouts over here any indication, I think you will, yes.
Okay, thank you, John. There's a shot from the side, stopped by I.Glинka, and it's cleared back outside the line. Going after it is Hollick. Puck is knocked against the boards. McKechnie takes it, going in, and Merrick was inside the line. Although he's upset about the call, he was definitely inside the blue line offside.
Well, there must be something about this Czechoslovakian team that really has got to Team Canada, because in the 2 games in Prague, we lost both the hockey games 4-1 and 7-3. But since we've come to Vienna, the 3-3 tie in the first game, which actually we should have won because of the offside goal, and then coming back with an 8-2 lead at this point in this hockey game.
5 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the third period. Canada 8, Czechoslovakia 2. Into the Canadian zone, Kearns behind his own goal, stops in the corner. Up on the left side to Greg Smith. His lead pass there for Klarson. Klarson ran into the Czechoslovakian player Kaiberol. The puck goes loose, and Czechoslovakia breaks back with Stastny. Stastny, number 18, stops in the corner. Checked by Kearns. Puck goes loose. Stastny's tied up, and Phil Ä.Esposito sends it around the other side. Kaiberol in front. Ozar can't get it. Stastny backhands it in front, stopped by Greg Smith, and he gives it to Ä.Esposito. Esposito's long pass for Klarson, too far for him, and Kaiberol has it. Kaiberol at center ice. His pass to Stastny is deflected in, stopped by Ellis. Ahead to Ä.Esposito. He couldn't handle it, and Halupa has it. 4 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the third period and the game. Dallas Smith's shot is deflected into the corner. Al McAdam, watched by Pozzardo. Ä.Esposito Another shot in front. Oh, and the bouncing puck was knocked away from П.Эйман. There's a shot. Т.Эспозито has it again, and it goes wide. And there's a slashing call coming up. Т.Эспозито, I believe. There was slashing in front of the Czechoslovakia net.
Well, the official hasn't definitely signaled who was to get the penalty. It looks like П.Эйман is coming over after his shot. But Czechoslovakia had difficulty moving that puck out from in front of their net. Team Canada had many opportunities, and perhaps П.Эйман after the shot when Т.Эспозито was going back for about the third shot slashed, but that's the call against the Czechoslovakian player.
4 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the third period. Canada 8, Czechoslovakia 2. Hampton, checked by Mikosh, gets the puck in front, and bringing it back is Pospisil. His pass ahead. Novak. Mikosh on the far side, drops it to Novi. Novi in the corner. Czechoslovakia on the power play. Trying to get back in the game here with Mikosh steady for a shot. Stopped by Т.Эспозито with Novi right on the doorstep.
Well, again, the Czechoslovakian team are doing what they don't like to do. They like to work deep, and here we're forcing them to shoot the puck from the point. Wiener couldn't see any opening on the side, just blasting away, and the Team Canada defenders moving them out from in front of the net.
And the puck comes back to Mikosh from the faceoff. Clears it into the corner. Czechoslovakia on the power play. They trail 8-2. Novi. Back out to Mikosh. His shot, and that hit the Canadian defenseman Smith, and he felt that. Aberman gives it back to Mikosh at the side. In onto this side for Novak, and that just failed to reach him as Pronovo clears it down the ice. Mikosh back for it with 3 minutes, 25 seconds remaining, and exactly 1 minute remaining in П.Эйман's penalty. Back come the Czechoslovakians, led by Hlinka, going in with Hollick to the Canadian line, stopped there by Russell, and the puck is cleared outside the line. Keuchel. He drops it back to Hlinka. Let it go to Hollick, and Hollick's inside his own line, and the Czechoslovakian power play has not been effective at all in this game today. But you can credit the great penalty killing of Team Canada, as they've allowed just 2 goals in the entire game to the Czechoslovakians. Comes back to Keuchel. Keuchel gives it to Hollick. Hollick trying to set it up. Gets the pass back. 12 seconds remaining in the penalty. There's a shot, goes right through the crease. Comes back to the line, kept in at the blue line by Bubla. Comes over to Hollick as П.Эйман gets ready to return to action. Keuchel has it at the line. Trying to set it up, back to Hollick. П.Éйman's back, Canada's in full strength. McKechnie takes the puck. McKechnie coming back with Pronovo, П.Éйман, and Hampton. Over the line, McKechnie breaking for the goal, into the corner. Still has the puck. Drops it back to Russell. His shot, and Zarilla gloves that and left it there for Keuchel. 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the third period. Canada 8, Czechoslovakia 2. Final 2 minutes now. Hlinka to Hollick. Hollick coming down the left wing side for Czechoslovakia. Over the line, watched by K.Vadne. Drops it there, but it's taken away by the Canadian player LaRouche. To McAdam, back to LaRouche to П.Éйман, and the pass was behind him. П.Éйман in the corner. Tries to set it up in front. Keuchel takes it. Gives it to number 26. That's Peter Stastny. Stastny on the right side gets by McAdam. To the Canadian line, going in with Pozar, who takes the pass. There's a shot, and that went wide of the Canadian goal with a lead pass for П.Éйман as Canada comes right back. П.Éйман gets set, and Zarilla stops that. McAdam lets it go. LaRouche tried to get a shot as he was turned around. Back comes Czechoslovakia with 1 minute, 12 seconds remaining. Halupa inside his own line, leaves it there for Peter Stastny. Canada 8, Czechoslovakia 2. Comes to Halupa. Halupa's long pass out to Pozar. Pozar collides with Greg Smith coming over the line. And Canada brings it right back in. Klassen is stopped. And Czechoslovakia has it. Pozar over the line. Lets a shot go that's wide. Into the corner, Kaiberol tries to set it up in front. We have 39 seconds remaining. Comes to Klassen, and Ellis gets it for Canada. Ellis gets the pass again to the Czechoslovakian line. He's dumped. No offside there. Г.Смит gets set. And we have 25 seconds remaining. М.Штястны ran into the Canadian player Г.Смит. Marian Stachny behind the goal, comes in front. Taken by М.Штястны. 15 seconds remaining. Puck is cleared. And the Canadian bench. A little mix-up there on the changes. They're almost caught with too many men on the ice with 8 seconds. Puck is with Ť.Éspozito. Time ticking away. 3 seconds. Ť.Éspozito at the side. And the horn goes. The game is over. And the Canadian players off the bench to congratulate goaltender Ť.Éspozito. And Canada moves into third place with 13 points, pending, of course, the outcome later today between the Sweden and Soviets. And talking about hockey, Tom, we've thoroughly enjoyed Vienna, no question about that. We're looking forward now to our flight home with the good people of Air Canada. We're heading to Vancouver, of course, for the Memorial Cup playoffs. We'll have the final game on CTV from Vancouver's Pacific Coliseum next Sunday.
Well, certainly an 8-2 win for Canada over Czechoslovakia. Going back home, this has got to give everybody a lift, including our own crew. But I'm sure Team Canada are a very happy group today, and we'll see them there.
Well, a lot counts now on the game later today between Sweden and the Soviet Union. As you see, the Soviets could move into first place. Now, the Canadian